What if I told you that one nation story could capture every human emotion, freedom, rebellion, innovation, and chaos, all in a single timeline? A story that began with a few wooden ships and a dream, and ended with the rise of the world's most powerful democracy. This is not just the history of a country. This is the tale of the United States of America. And trust me, it's far more dramatic, more inspiring, and more complex than what your school textbooks ever told you. Welcome to World Tales Uncovered, the place where we peel back the layers of history and reveal the stories hidden beneath the surface. In today's episode, we're taking you on an epic journey. From the first settlers braving the Atlantic to the digital revolution shaping the world today. This is the complete saga of America, the triumphs, the struggles, and the spirit that changed the course of humanity. It all began in the year 1607, when a group of English settlers founded Jamestown, Virginia, the first permanent English colony in the New World. Life was harsh, food was scarce, disease and uncertainty ruled every sunrise. But these 13 small colonies began to grow, building towns, trading goods, and shaping a new way of life. Yet, their loyalty to the British crown would soon be tested. When England began taxing the colonies without giving them a voice, anger spread like wildfire. The cry was simple: no taxation without representation. By 1776, the colonies had had enough. The Declaration of Independence was signed, and a revolution erupted. The American Revolution wasn't just a war for land, it was a battle for an idea. That ordinary people could govern themselves. The new nation was born, but what came next was even harder: to create a government that worked. In 1787, leaders gathered to write the U.S. Constitution, and soon George Washington became the first president. America was young, ambitious, and expanding fast, buying the vast Louisiana territory, exploring the West, and dreaming of destiny. But deep inside, the nation carried a dark contradiction: slavery. As America grew, so did the conflict between freedom and bondage. Could a country founded on liberty truly survive divided by injustice? That question would soon tear the nation apart. In 1861, America split in two. 11 southern states seceded, forming the Confederacy, and the Civil War began. The bloodiest war in American history. Brother fought brother, and the land was soaked in pain and hope. President Abraham Lincoln issued the Emancipation Proclamation, declaring freedom for enslaved people in rebel states. When the war ended in 1865, slavery was abolished forever. But freedom was only the beginning. True equality would take generations more. Then came a new era, one powered by steam, steel, and dreams. The late 1800s became known as the Gilded Age, a time of massive industrial growth. Railroads crossed the continent, factories rose from the ground, and millions of immigrants arrived from around the world seeking a better life. America became a land of invention and opportunity, but also of inequality, corruption, and struggle. Amid the smoke and noise, the modern United States was being forged. As the 20th century dawned, America began to reform itself. The progressive era fought child labor, improved working conditions, and gave women the right to vote. The nation stepped onto the global stage during World War I, helping end the conflict in 1918. The Roaring Twenties followed: jazz, cinema, and prosperity, until everything collapsed in 1929 with the Great Depression. Factories shut down, banks failed, and millions lost their jobs. But out of despair came hope. President Franklin D. Roosevelt's New Deal rebuilt faith and gave the nation strength again. Then the unthinkable. December 7th, 1941, Pearl Harbor. America was attacked and thrust into World War II. Factories turned into war machines. Soldiers crossed oceans, and unity became the nation's heartbeat. By 1945, The Allies had won, and America stood tall, no longer a young republic, but a global superpower. After the war, a new kind of battle began. The Cold War, not fought with guns, but with ideas. The world split into two camps, democracy versus communism, the US versus the Soviet Union. While rockets and nuclear arms defined the rivalry, another revolution unfolded at home, the civil rights movement. Leaders like Martin Luther King Jr. and Rosa Parks rose to challenge racial injustice, proving that the greatest fight for freedom sometimes happens within a nation's own borders. By the 1980s, the Cold War began to fade. President Ronald Reagan and Soviet leader Mikhail Gorbachev helped thaw tensions. In 1991, the Soviet Union collapsed, and America became the world's sole superpower. The 1990s saw technology boom, the internet rise, and a new generation of dreamers emerge. But the 21st century brought new challenges. On September 11, 2001, tragedy struck. Terrorist attacks on the World Trade Center and Pentagon changed the world forever. America entered a new kind of war, the war on terror, leading to conflicts in Afghanistan and Iraq. Amid global tension came moments of progress. In 2008, Barack Obama became the first African American president, symbolizing both change and hope. The years that followed tested America again. Financial crises, social divisions, climate struggles, and a global pandemic. Yet through every challenge, one thing remained: the spirit of reinvention. From the settlers of Jamestown to the astronauts walking on the moon, America's story has always been about one word: possibility. Think about it. In just 400 years, a handful of colonies built a nation that conquered the skies, explored space, and connected the entire world through technology. But the real story of America isn't written in laws or wars. It's written in people. Immigrants, inventors, dreamers, and fighters, all believing that tomorrow could be better than today. If you loved uncovering this journey through time, don't forget to like this video. Comment your favorite era of American history and share it with your friends who love exploring the hidden corners of our past. And of course, subscribe to World Tales Uncovered and tap the bell icon so you never miss our next deep dive into the mysteries of world history. Because history isn't just about what happened. It's about what we can learn. Every empire, every rebellion, every revolution leaves behind a message. And here on World Tales Uncovered, we'll keep bringing you those stories, one tale at a time. This was the untold story of America. See you in the next episode, where the past meets the unbelievable.